was far more glorious than I could ever have imagined. Oh, no. This is the Lake of Shining Waters. That's its rightful name. Did things like this ever give you a thrill, Mr. Cuthbert?
Well, digging up them ugly white grubs in the cucumber bed.
Yes, I could see how that could be very thrilling.
Oh, Green Gables, yonder.
I pinched myself so many times today to make sure that this was real. But it is real. And we're nearly home.
Get up.
Overwhelmed.
Matthew Cuthbert, who is that?
It's a girl.
I can see that. Where's the boy?
There weren't any. Just her. I figured we just couldn't leave her there, no matter what the mistake was.
You figured? Oh, this is a fine kettle of fish. This is what comes of sending word instead of going ourselves, Matthew.
You don't want me? You don't want me because I'm not a boy? Nobody ever did want me. I might have known this was all too beautiful to be true.
Come, now, don't cry. It is not your fault.
This is just the most tragical thing that has ever happened to me.
Well, what's your name?
Would you please call me Cordelia?
Call you Cordelia?
Don't you think it's a pretty name?
Is that your name?
Well, no, it's not exactly my name. But oh, I would love to be called Cordelia.
I don't understand what you mean.
Cordelia is a perfectly elegant name.
What is your name, child, and no more nonsense?
Anne Shirley. Plain old unromantic Anne Shirley.
Anne Shirley is a fine, sensible name and hardly one to be ashamed of.
Oh, I'm not ashamed. But if you're going to call me Anne, would you please be sure to spell it with an E?
What difference does it make how it is spelled?
Makes a lot of difference. Print out A-N-N and it looks absolutely dreadful. But Anne with an E is quite distinguished. So if you'll only call me Anne with an E, I'll try and reconcile myself to not being called Cordelia.
Very well, then, Anne with an E. How is it that you happen to be brought and not a boy?
If I were very beautiful and had nut brown hair, would you keep me?
No, we have absolutely no use for a girl. Well, don't stand there gaping. Come along, bring your bag. Now that you're here, I suppose we'll have to put you somewhere tonight. Take off your hat. You must be hungry.
I can't eat. I can never eat when I'm in the depths of despair.
The depths of despair?
Can you eat when you're that way?
I've never been that way.
Can't you even imagine you're in the depths of despair?
No, I cannot. To despair is to turn your back on God. This is your room for the night. Wash up and then come down for supper.
Yes, Miss Cuthbert.
taking her straight over to that Spencer woman in the morning. This girl has to go straight back to the asylum.
I suppose.
You suppose? Don't you know it?
She's a nice little thing, Marilla. Seems a pity to send her back. She's so set on staying.
Matthew Cuthbert, I believe this child has bewitched you. I can see plain as plain you want to keep her.
We could hire a boy, and she could be company for you.
I'm not suffering for company, particularly a girl who prattles on without stopping for breath. She's no good for us. She has to go straight back where she came from.
Well, we might be of some good to her.
Good night, Anne, with an E.
It's difficult to say good night. It's the worst night I've ever known.
Good night just the same, child.
Good night, Miss Cuthbert.
Little Jerry Boot from the creek was around. I told him I guess I'd hire him on for the summer.
Hurry up, child.
Just fixing Green Gables in my memory. In years to come, I'm going to look back on Green Gables as a beautiful dream that will always haunt me. Don't you think it's
You
romantic?
can think about it as you drive along.
I shall never forget your kindness, Mr. Cuthbert.
Marilla! Marilla, dear. You're the last person I would have expected to see today. I'd imagined you'd be getting Anne settled. How are you, Anne?
As well as a victim of tragic circumstances could be, Mrs. Spencer.
There seems to be some queer mistake, Sarah. We told Roberta for you to get us a boy.
Oh, Marilla, you don't say. Oh, Roberta distinctly said that you wanted a girl.
I knew I should have gone myself.
I am dreadfully sorry, Marilla.
I suppose the asylum will take the child back.
Well, as a matter of fact, Mrs. Blewett was up here yesterday asking me if I could get her a little girl. She has such a large family, 10 children, and another one on the way. She's simply beside herself for help.
Excuse me, Mrs. Spencer. Would there happen to be any twins among them?
Oh, she has 2 sets of twins. How did you know, child?
Twins seem to be my lot in life.
Mrs. Spencer?
Anne will be
Mrs.
just
Spencer.
the girl. And oh, look, there's Mrs. Blewett this blessed minute. I call this positively providential. Yoo-hoo, Mrs. Blewett. I have something to eat. Mrs. Blewett, and Shirley, she'll be just the thing for you.
Miss Cuthbert?
Mrs. Blewett.
How old are you, girl?
13?
Ain't much to you. But you're wiry, and I don't know but the wiry ones can work the hardest. I'll expect you to earn your keep. No mistake in that. And I want you to act smart and be respectful. All right, I'll take her. My twins have been awful fractious these days, and I'm terrible worn out.
Well, now, I don't know. I feel I oughtn't to make a decision until I speak to Matthew. I'll just take her home again and talk to him. Good afternoon, ladies.